Earnings season is winding down, but it's not quite over. And here at the end of earnings season, we're still going to get a few really hot names, actually, ones that you watch. So I looked at all the charts to see, if they're good or they're bad, or if it's kind of like an Alphabet situation where nobody cares. Then, you still want to be up on par on what's going on with them. And even if they have a history of missing instead of beating, these are still the charts that everybody's going to be watching. So let's dive right into it. First one is a restaurant name, Zoes Kitchen. Now, as you can see, they just have that one miss, but shares are at the lows here since their IPO in 2014. 2014 was the big year for restaurant stocks, remember, and a lot of them have now finally pulled back. Now, Zoes had some issues with comps in recent quarters. Those same-store sales comps have been in the negative, like a lot of the restaurant chains right now. But they did just launch a new website, and they're going to launch a loyalty program, and some other things are going on. So that's why you want to tune into this one here, see if some of these changes are going to make a difference in the quarter or in the future quarters. So this is one of the restaurant names this week to keep an eye on. Then we're going to have one of the tech titans, Cisco. Every quarter I talk about them because they keep beating. So 5 years, no red there, keep beating every quarter. But the street is a little bit bored with this, I guess you could say. As you can see in 2017, these shares haven't really done much at all. Will this quarter give it a boost? I don't know. We're going to have to see. But investors seem to be kind of on the sidelines with Cisco. Not on the sidelines. This is Alibaba. Now, as you can see, they're coming off the miss last quarter, and they've missed quite a few times in the past. But no one seems to care about the earnings with this one. This is an Alphabet type play where the beat or the miss isn't really the big factor. Much more people will be watching the sales this fiscal year and another 30% next fiscal year into the decline. Any kind of less than good sales numbers is what's really going to be the problem with this one. So while we're watching the earnings beat or miss, be sure to key in on the sales report as well. And then we're going to get one of the best charts, not just of this week, but maybe of the last couple weeks here, is Applied Materials. Just the one miss back in 2013, and then it's looked pretty good since 2016 here. This is the hot semiconductor area. But shares, as you can see, kind of stalling a little bit here as everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen and if this pace can be maintained. So this is one almost everybody's going to be watching this week, including myself. So be sure to tune in on this. And then we're going to have another one that I keep saying this is really hot. Deere, the last couple quarters I featured them and I said, oh, they're coming off these big beats, but shares are priced for perfection, and they have been. It's trading still at 20 times, so this is not a cheap stock, but yet these shares still continue to rise higher, mostly on the construction side of the story here, not on the agriculture side, because Deere makes both types of equipment. The construction side has been much hotter. Of course, we don't yet have an infrastructure play here in the U.S., so since that stimulus hasn't gone through yet, there's going to be some concerns about the construction side again. But a lot of the big builder companies and construction companies have been reporting good results, even without the infrastructure stimulus. So this is definitely one to watch. The ag side is expected to still be real weak as farmers are still kind of struggling and not buying much new equipment. But Deere, this is the hottest one in the ag side. So as you can see, there's a lot of hot charts here. Most of them have pretty good earnings records, except maybe Alibaba, not so good. So be watchful of those earnings beats and misses. Also watch the sales on a couple of these, especially Alibaba, as I mentioned, because sales is going to be where it's at for that. If you want to watch the options trades on any of these, which are going to be hot, be sure to tune in with Dave Bartosiak over on Zacks Live Trader. He's going to be covering them over there, especially on, as you know, these big names. He covers all of them on Zacks Live Trader, so be sure to tune in.